The community is starting to become more aware of the dangers of fentanyl, especially after claiming the lives of 3 more in Wichita Falls over the weekend.
Of those victims, one was just 13 years old, leading to more concern among local parents who have school-aged kids. But a further partnership between Crime Stoppers and the WFISD is forming right now to tackle this issue head-on.
Our digital reporter Josh Hoggard attended the Crime Stoppers board meeting today, where plans to combat our city's fatal fentanyl epidemic began to take shape.
Wichita Falls has been rocked by an estimated 18 fentanyl-related deaths in 2022 alone. But after a 13-year-old boy died of a suspected fentanyl overdose on Sunday, many parents are now on high alert. According to WFISD Superintendent Dr. Donnie Lee, that worry is certainly warranted.
We just had a death in our community this past weekend, and so I think parents should be highly concerned about it because it's very potent, it's very toxic, and kids don't know they're even taking it, and they can die.
That's why Dr. Lee, district staff, and school board members attended today's Crime Stoppers board meeting. Crime Stoppers President Curtis Hepner invited them in hopes of teaming up to tackle this growing fentanyl crisis. He said Tuesday's meeting was an important first step in the right direction.
I thought our meeting today was extremely fruitful. That is the reason we asked them to come, is because we knew that law enforcement couldn't do it by themselves. We knew that Wichita Falls ISD couldn't solve this issue by themselves, and so we want to get that partnership rolling.
Crime Stoppers coordinator, Officer Brian Arias, presented the same information he gives to students at Tuesday's meeting. He demonstrated how Crime Stoppers hopes to reach students through its Safe School program and what students could learn at no cost to the district.
I'm able to speak on firsthand experience to the students and to adults, which allow them to know how to report to Crime Stoppers about illegal drugs or illegal crime activity in hopes of possibly getting good information from them.
Arias says he's already presented the information at McNeil, and he plans on doing the same at Kirby later on in the week. But it doesn't stop there. Dr. Lee said the key to beating fentanyl at WFISD is education and awareness.
And our key mission here is to raise awareness on what fentanyl is, what fentanyl does, how dangerous it is, and we want to let the parents know that we're doing something about it.
Dr. Lee said the district's website will soon have a tab full of resources for parents to educate them at home, just as students will be educated on campus.
We're going to have a special tab designed for parents for resources, and so that parents can go on that website and say, okay, here's what fentanyl is, here's what it does, here's how we have conversations with our kids.
Awareness looks like parents being in tune with their student, knowing what's going on in their lives, and getting involved if they see anything unusual.
Anything out of the ordinary. I think nowadays you can't be too careful, and so they just need to watch what their kids are doing and consuming.
Of course, the most important thing is to empower students to say something if they see something.
The reason why we're getting the information out there to students is because they are our next line of defense. They are also human beings. They have a voice and it needs to be heard.
Students using their voice by submitting an anonymous tip to Crime Stoppers. Sure, it could earn them a cash reward, but more than that, it could ultimately end up preventing another fentanyl-related death in our community. Josh Hoggard, KFDX 3 News.
There are several ways students and adults alike can submit information to Crime Stoppers. To find out how and to read more about the partnership between Crime Stoppers and the WFISD, just head over to this story at Texomashomepage.com.